So we're on. So yeah, so let me just mute everybody here except Andrew. So okay, all new participants are muted. Okay, unmute. Okay, so we're gonna turn into a demo by Andrew from stay22.com. So Andrew, please let us tell us what you're working on. What's so exciting about Stay22? We heard a lot of great news, and I hear you guys are growing rapidly, and you're looking for some new team members as well. So yeah, so take it away, all yours now.
Thanks. Well, first of all, thanks for the great opportunity to let me talk about the business. Like all of you know, as a founder, you always love talk about your baby, just like I'm doing right now. And especially with other entrepreneurs and founders, just an amazing, amazing thing that founders putting them in place. So thank you so much, Eric and the full team. Really appreciate it. So what I can do is I think I will simply share my screen to show you a great example regarding what we've been doing and achieving. First off, guys, there is no AI, no blockchain, like nothing exceptional about this. You gotta be like, stick with me. It's a small innovation and technology in play, but it's enough for us to make a business out of it and go through a series of funding. So as you can see, I'm taking a great example of a Universe, Denver Bacon and Beer Classic. We don't like to mix bacon and beer together, right? Well, in that case, usually what you do when you attend an event in the town that you don't know, so I've never been in Denver, let's say in my case, I want to go on the website, gather the information regarding the event. So simply look at what's going to be the date of the event, the location in itself. So I can see here the start date is going to be on May 12th, and it will be held in direction. So what most of you will be usually doing is get on one of those OTA. So let's say I will simply copy this one. I don't know for you guys, but I love Expedia. So I'll go on Expedia. And I will do the same thing exactly with Trivago, Hotwire, Hipmonk, like everybody got his own personal favorite. I will copy paste information about regarding where it will be held, Denver, then the dates. And April, May 12, cool, one person. I'll go by myself because nobody else loves bacon and beer more than me, and I want to keep it for myself. And here we go. Finding great way. Oh, let me move you aside. Cool. So $259, 245, a few miles away, but I don't know exactly how much it is. So I'll take either review map. Oh shit. Bunch of stuff, and then since I'm not able to see exactly what's the difference between the venue and the place, I will open Google Maps, like all of us are doing over and over again, right? Well, it's the case here. So copy paste the address, Nile Stadium, Denver. Let me move this aside. Then the direction, because from Expedia, I'm a cheap bastard. I will probably go something that's going to be the less expensive possible. So let me go those ratings back. Oh yeah, 3 stars and less, and probably less than 75 bucks if I can. Here we go. So I picked this one right there. Crossland, Leedsdale, Dairy Checks. Sometime we'll have to pick the date or the address again, and let me check this one up. Open up Google Map. Oops, walking distance, and let me check what I have. Holy shit, that's 2 hours away. So maybe that wasn't the best option. Let me check my car. Well, say 20 minutes of drive. So I know why now it's going to be so not expensive, right? Well, you probably already went through the same thing because it happened for me quite a time. And I thought with my co-founder that there might be a way to make it better. There's nothing worse than just having to go from Expedia, Kayak, open up Google Map, making sure that all of things are happening over and over again. And we thought, if I'm wasting 30 minutes of my life doing so, how many people in Traveler every day must be doing exactly the same thing over and over again? So we decided instead of letting people move away from the website and drop in the conversion rate, why not offer all those information right on the event website? And this is how Stay22 came up. Stay22 is event-centric. So this means that we're going to provide all the information regarding the event that will let the attendees pick the best option for them. Whatever it is about the price, the location, it's going to be about the neighborhood behind, we're going to provide them everything. So let me run you again a quick example of it. Let's through Google Maps. And let's go on Beer Fest. So Beer Fest is one of our partners. They got roughly about 10,000 beer festival. Like I mentioned, I love beer, so let's keep it that way for now. Same kind of information. So Denver, all the same thing. It's an aggregator in that case. And right at the bottom, they got an integrated map. Dates are already pre-filled for you. So you don't have to copy and paste the same information again. I can pick the regular filter because I'm still a cheap bastard, so I'm not going to change this information. I can get an Airbnb for my internal place if I want to be by myself, private room, share room, and so on. And right there, I can see everything I'm looking for. So maybe I want to sleep in an Airbnb nearby that are going to help me out. 12 minutes of walking, so no need for Uber. I don't need to take a taxi or anything else. Or if I really like to go in hotels, let's do this. 3.6 kilometers away, so I can see exactly what I'm looking for. By working up with Stay22, we managed to get Airbnb as a partner a couple of months ago. So maybe some of you guys heard about Airbnb in the past. It took us about 8 months to close that deal. So that was the longest sales cycle ever in my life. But it was so worth it because as of now, we have the biggest inventory in the world right on the same map, meaning that people can choose between 6 million different locations around the world in 196 countries. So hotel, hostels, short-term rental, whatever you name it, we got it. And there's no way you won't find the right place for you to stay next time. And we got a few features as well coming in. So let's say I'm a big nightlife. I never went to Denver, so I don't know what it's kind of around. Maybe culture, I can as well see LGBT-friendly neighborhood, let's say. So in that case, I will simply pick up, and as you can see right away, you know where you want to be. So nightlife, I'm a big party fan. I'll probably going to pick something around here because I want to be part of it. You have the price right now. I can share it as well with my team if I want to come over. And this was really made it for the attendees. So they don't leave the website. They can do their booking right away, and they don't want to have to go somewhere else. Always at the best price. So far, so good. Just shake your head that way if it's working great. Otherwise, yeah, I love it. Thank you, guys. All the same time, I love that. So let's close Expedia. So, okay, this was one great example for them to work. These are aggregators, but we forgot that event organizers love it even better because usually they used to have to take care of this. So call hotels, negotiate the room, do room block, take care of everything. So I'll take care of the example of Ibiza. Maybe some of you heard about Ibiza in the past. Yeah, I knew that. And yeah, these guys are using the map with different POI, so point of interest. If they have partners, information regarding, so they can transfer the whole map for themselves and customize it. As you can know, sometimes it can be hard to pick the information, and this is really worldwide. So wherever they want to be, they'll find a place that they can find. This is a small island, but even there, as you can see, we got every single rooms available from there, from HomeAway to Airbnb to short-term rentals and so. Basic information. Regarding the event organizer, for them, it's easy. It took them about a few minutes to integrate on their website. It's an HTML code, so you guys probably know about that better than I do. And we're providing them as well with information regarding the stats. So pretty basic dashboard regarding the number of pin click, widget load, conversion rate, numbers of booking as well. And for them, instead of just transferring to someone else, they can know exactly how much money they'll be making from there. So average night of stay, commission, bookings, where the attendees coming from. So in the US, how many nights have been booked, and all these information are available right for them. So they don't have to leave somewhere else and wonder. So in that case, I might not know where you mean, but yeah, exactly. So you can see there's a lot of information as well. So this is what we've been working on Stay22 for the past year and a half. We started in an accelerator in incubator as incubator. So there was in Denver actually for 4 months called Travelports. So one of the major GDS behind. After this, we moved back to Montreal. As soon as we got back, we got into the biggest accelerator in Montreal called Thunderfuel. So for 5% of the business, they took $100,000 of equity. And then we just raised actually in December, on the 1st of December, 20 minutes before the end of the round was closing. I was stressing my life out. We closed actually our seed round for $750,000. So since then, we hired new people. We're now a team of 12 people working on this full time. Numbers are getting better. We just keep it growing. And this month, if it's keep it growing that way, will be 250% of increase versus last year. So things are going quite good, but of course it can always get better. So if you know anyone in dev, if you know any salesperson, superstar, rock star, I'm looking for like the big people, but you probably end up working with these already. So I understand if you want to keep them for yourself, but if anyone's looking to get a job in Montreal, I'll be more than happy to help one of your friends. That was about it, my 10-minute pitch. Thank you.
Okay, that was awesome, Andrew. That was phenomenal. Thanks again for such a great detail and like overview. So yeah, so for our audience, if you have questions about state22.com, please please ask Andrew any questions you might have. If it's like building the product, if it was like getting the first set of customers, or if it was just even like building the team. So please use the Slack, and if you want to actually use the mic right now too, you can just ask him directly too as well. So, oh yeah, okay, so let me just unmute. Okay, so already, here we go.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, so you have the mic, Miriam. So yeah, feel free to ask Andrew a question. I'm gonna unmute myself, so yeah.
Go ahead.
To a question, I would like to know, what specific type of profile are you looking for? Because we have a community here of Latin American talent. Basically, they are looking for, jobs in the area. As well, we have some other startups. So basically, when do you need this person to start? And what kind of qualifications they need in order to be part of your company?
Sure. So started off as of yesterday, that will have been the right answer. Qualification, we're using 3 things right now. I really believe that someone that's resourceful is going to figure out whatever they need to do. They'll be able to do it. So we have something that we call do it, do whatever it takes. And we're looking for that attitude in the new hire that we're having. Then we're looking for someone that have an understanding either of the industry, of the entrepreneurial background, or exactly of their domain. So it can be in sales, it can be in technicals and dev, even BI right now that we're going to hire as well. So this is the second thing that we're looking for. And finally, it's all about the team fit. So if someone's ready to work and make it happen, they will manage to find a way to make it happen. We prefer to hire local right now, so it's easier for us to track down as we're a startup. We made some mistakes in the past by like outsourcing a few of our development. Worst mistake of my life. It happened twice, never again. And right now we're looking to get more people on this. I'm not saying that in the long term, we're not going to as well get new people in as we're having, I won't say a hard time, but it's hard, right? Like there's just so many great people in Superstar in the town. You need to get them, and we're looking to expand as well. So that could be a great opportunity for us to learn more about the new culture and open up new doors. You're welcome.
Excellent. Okay, that's great. So yeah, it takes a while for me to unmute, so it's like yeah, but yeah, great. So Andrew, one question for me. So can you talk about marketing in the early days? Like we know how difficult it is to first build a product, but how do you go about like getting those first set of users and people who really become your advocate? And I think that's one of the biggest challenges that a lot of people probably in this conference can relate to, right?
Yeah. Marketing at first was all done manual. So as you guys are doing like some posting, try to get newsletter. There was like 5 people in newsletter at first. It was kind of hard time sending them, spending so much time improving your product and just sending newsletter that nobody was reading anyway. When I mean 5 people, 2 are going to open up and 1 is going to click. So it was just the worst, right? But you got to start somewhere. And so everything was really done by hand. We attended a few conferences here and there, trying to get the word of mouth. There was no tool, like no Mixpanel, no Hotjar. There was no CRM. Like, forget about everything. We were lean, low cost. Like most of you guys know exactly, we went through the same path. As of today, it's getting better. So we picked someone that was in the sales team, one of the worst salesmen we ever had. Though he had an understanding of the business and he had the right attitude. He was resourceful. So he was ready to do whatever it takes to bring it to the next level. And he said, you know what, let me try to move in marketing. And actually, he's doing an amazing job right now. So we got featured in big blogs like Eventbrite, Polestars, Venue Today. So something of the major one, just by reaching out to those people. So he was not the right salesperson, but he's a really good press release, like marketer and telling the people about the story. So at first you'll need to talk with your customer. We're talking still to them every day, trying to understand what are their needs. Is it evolving? How can we make it happen? We're going through surveys, voice of customer survey, persona, and we end up with something called a sales engine a couple of months back. This is just amazing. We're scraping the web to get some contact and emails and so on that we're sending to people, put them in the funnels, and so we don't have to do as much as we used to do in the past. But things are getting better through that way. Though marketing, you never know, right? You might spend $50,000, that's $500. It's always the same thing. Will it bring back the return on investment that they put in there? And as of today, I'm still unsure. I wouldn't never tell anyone to still spend money. It's really hard to know where to go with this. But it's all about doing small tests. We used to spend $50 per week, $100 per week, $500. We're now at $1,000 per week that we spend on marketing. And I believe that as soon as we get about 50 cents per penny, it's still okay. Hey, Kelsey. So yeah, that's an example of Eric, you're still mute.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I know, it's always like this. Somebody joins, it becomes awkward, right? Awesome, great, already, fantastic. Okay, so does anyone have any other questions for Andrew? So, okay, well, awesome, great. So let's have a big round of applause for Andrew, please. Yes, yay. Okay, awesome. So if you have any questions for Andrew or even about the positions that he's hiring for in Montreal, please post it on Slack. So, and yeah, we'll let you know exactly what positions they are. So Andrew is gonna let us know and we're happy to help spread the word. And yeah, in the meantime, if you know any event planners or if you have any suggestions in terms of marketing, yeah, definitely let Andrew know. So go on Slack and you know, put some ideas there. So, and yeah, let's get the word out. So yeah, so thanks again for Andrew for coming out tonight. Really a pleasure and always a great founder. So,
May I add one more thing, Rick?
Yep.
Like first meeting we had, I believe that we were only me and you at the first like video conference. There was people to be showing up, and there was me and you that would talk for about an hour and a half about like entrepreneurship and like
that's right.
how the business was going and everything. And just seeing the traction that you guys are in today, and all of those entrepreneurs that are ready to like stay late. It's 9 o'clock EST, and you guys are still like here to listen to like stories about entrepreneurs that might be able to help you out. Like who knows? Sometimes it's just like a small piece of advice. It's really amazing. So you got a great community. And I just figured out that I was not on Slack channel anymore. I changed of laptop. So I'll be more involved as of now.
Okay, awesome. Already great. I'll send you an invite right away on that. Awesome, great. Well, thanks so much again, Andrew. Fantastic. So yeah, for those questions, post it on Slack. We're going to send an invitation to Andrew to come on Slack and chat with you. If you have any specific questions or if you have any event planners as well, let us know. So that would be amazing. And yeah, so this is going to be our open mic. So yeah, so before we dive into the open mic, I'm going to actually make a couple of announcements for all of you to know. So number one announcement we have, there's a big food startup competition in Montreal. So again, Andrew, if you know someone for this, it's called foodbytesworld.com. So they're coming to Montreal. So if you're working on a food startup and yeah, you're looking for that exposure, you're looking for funding and a whole lot of network too, check it out on foodbytesworld.com. I'll post a link on our website forum as well. And yeah, if you know any friends who is working on a startup, yeah, please let them know about this competition. And there's another announcement as well. There's a startup accelerator in Syracuse, New York. It's called startupfast.net, and they're looking for startups to join their program. So, so if you are looking to raise funds, if you are looking for mentors, again, a network, check out startupfast.net. Again, the link would be posted there on our Slack. And lastly, there's a FinTech conference in Toronto happening. And I'll post out the details as well. It's fintechandfunding.com. So that's all I have to say for our end. Now we're gonna open it up to our audience. So if you have any kind of announcement you want to make, so whether you're looking for a co-founder, whether you want to talk about your project, or whether, whatever it is, side project, whether, anything. So, but let's have a call to action for our audience as we're going to amplify the content tonight to write on our social media channels and our newsletter that goes out this week. So already, so if you want to put your hand up, I see Miriam, you had an announcement you want to make. So we're going to open it up to Miriam. Let's tune in. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Eric. I want to make an announcement about our next main conference. As you know, last year you guys were invited as well to the LATAM Startups Conference. This time we are going to the 5th edition of the LATAM Startups Conference that is happening in Toronto. So we are connecting the Latin American and Canadian startup ecosystems. For those Canadian startups that would like to know about acceleration process and grants in Latin America for international startups, this is a great opportunity to attend the conference and also to hear other Canadian startups that are scaling up in Latin America and learn more about our communities there. We are going to do startup ecosystem tours to Toronto and Waterloo as well. You know, there's very limited space there. We usually have like a 20, 25 people for the startup ecosystem tour. But for everything that, for the conference itself, we have a great news for Founders Beta, and we have a special promo code giving 50% of the conference until February 28th. So if you guys go to Founders Beta right now in Slack, I'm going to put there the promo code so you can claim it, okay? And we'll be happy to see you at the conference. We usually have, from DMC Ryerson, from, Government of Canada, from many other great people in the community that also put a lot of efforts to connect Canada and Latin America. So I'm just putting this there to announce to everybody that we have this main conference happening here in Toronto. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Awesome. Great work, Miriam. Okay. I think that took about 20 seconds or more, but okay, we'll take it. Awesome work. Does anyone else want to pitch? Okay. So I see some people. If you want to post it on the chat, maybe. Okay, Luna, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna have Luna. Luna is working on an exciting startup, and she's going to pitch her startup tonight. So yeah, Luna, can you tell us about your startup?
Yeah, for sure. How long do I have?
Okay, how about we'll give you more than 20 seconds. So
okay, all right, sounds good. All right, so essentially what we do, and thank you so much, Eric, by the way, what we do is we turn restaurant food waste into PHA biodegradable plastic. So essentially we upcycle food waste into something that can be sold at a much higher price point, and PHAs are essentially a type of biodegradable thermoplastics that can be used to replace everyday items like bottles and also even 3D printing filaments. Sorry, I can't hear you, Eric. Are you muted?
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so are you guys, what stage are you guys? Are you guys raising funds? Do you have more details or?
Yeah, we're actually right now raising our funds, our micro seed round. Our total round that we're aiming for is $350,000. Right now we have around $150,000 committed by investors. The round is led by Anthony Lacavera, who's the founder of Win Mobile, and we're looking for essentially more investors to join in the round. So if anyone knows of any investors, please let us know. We're looking to close this round as soon as possible so we can use those funds to purchase laboratory equipment.
Awesome, great. And Luna, can you tell us your website, the call to action?
Right. The website is www.genesis.co. So it's spelled GENECIS.co.
Okay, awesome, fantastic. Okay, so yeah, so Luna, we look forward to featuring this on our newsletter. And yeah, for everyone else, we encourage you to use our forum on the site to post. Our newsletter is going to be going out next week sometime. So if there's anything else you want to make an announcement, let us know. We'll put it on the newsletter newsletter as well. Okay. Any more announcements? This is the opportunity. Who needs a co-founder already? Who needs a job? All right. So, anyone else? Already. Okay. So okay, I don't see. Okay, it looks like my Slack. Oops. Okay, it looks like my Slack is kind of missing. So, but yeah. So I think, yeah, I think that should wrap it up. If there's no other announcement to make already. So, oh wait. Okay, hold on. Let's unmute Mariam. Okay, Mariam. Yes.
We actually have a member here on Slack, Jake, who said he'd like to speak.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to pass on the mic right to Jake. Okay, so I'll just mute myself again. Okay, here we go. Okay, Jake, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay,
fine?
yes, perfect. So yes, you have 20 seconds to make the pitch. Go for it.
Right on, guys. So I'm from the University of Guelph, and here at the university, I'm a part of a group that helps students start up businesses. One of our businesses is actually currently gathering votes for a competition at Weber State University, where the grand prize is $30,000. They're about 200 or so votes away from being in the top 10 and going to the university for the final round. And I'd really appreciate if you guys could take 2 seconds and click vote on their video.
Awesome.
I will throw it in the Slack chat for you guys to check out.
Okay, awesome. That's great. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, post the link there. And yes, to all the amazing audience, please vote already. Okay. All right. I see Andy there. Alrighty. So anyone else wants to make an announcement? Last call for tonight. Already. Mariam, do we have anyone from Slack channel? Because my Slack is missing here. So
I think anybody else has asked to make an announcement on there yet. Speak now on Slack if you do, and I'll let Eric know.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I guess that's about it. So yeah, we're right on time. That took us, wow, we're so efficient with time. 30 minutes, and great. We got a demo, all the announcements, and yeah, this was fantastic. I want to thank everybody for coming out.
You want to come in?
And supporting our community. Yeah, it's been phenomenal to have you all. Now, please post your LinkedIn. Please post your projects on the Slack. Connect with each other, and yeah, get to all the call to action, the vote. Check out state22.com, and yeah, we'll see you guys on our next open mic event sometime soon. We'll let you know about the details. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, you did a book.